Let's go to little 3036. Number of subarrays that match a pattern. It gives us the integer array nums and also a pattern array. So it trying to find the subarray which match the pattern. So you say that if the next element is greater than previous one, let's say this one, let's say to fit a pattern to be one, right? So let's say from this kind of subarray I to J, if let's say it's a case element is K plus one, right, is greater than K, so that will say pattern K equals one. If equal, then that is zero. If smaller, they will say that is minus one. So we'll say actually, so it will ask how many subarray that match the pattern. So we'll say if there is 1, 2, 3, right? So if there is a pattern, this is two numbers. So we'll say the subarray we want is 3, right? Because you see 2 is greater than 1. So this pattern will be 1, 3 is greater than 1. This is 1, right? So this is one of the subarray fits the pattern. And also we'll say 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 is also meet this pattern. So totally there are 4 subarrays that meet the pattern, right? So for the pattern, it use 1, 0, minus 1, right? Actually, I don't like those kind of number like a negative number, right? So what I suggest is that for the pattern, all of that we add 1. So for example, it's greater, we use 2. If it equals, we use 1. And if it is smaller, we use 0, okay. For this question, of course, we can compose a string, right? Compose a string from these nums to see what is a pattern for this string, right? So it may be 2, 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, all those kind of things. And this pattern itself may be 1, 2, 0, those kind of formats. So it become the string matching problem, trying to see how many strings match this pattern, right? So and we calculate the total counts. So string matching, right? For this question, if you're using rolling hash, it is actually will be out of time limit. Of course, there is a trick for you if you are doing context, is that for the rolling hash that you don't compare because rolling hash, if you have the hash code equals, right? That may have the hash collision. It does not make sense. We cannot conclude that it is actual matching. There is, so if you have to use a rolling hash, you don't know the other way. It may fail if you do not compare one of the string after you compare the hash code, right? What we can do is that possibly you can change the rolling hash base to choose, for example, if we use 31 as the last time, then you can use 47 as the next time. And model, right? And the hash code model base, right? So this kind of number you can also change. For example, at the beginning you use 1 million, right? You can use, for example, 9999, whatever number. So you can choose different number, and of course, someone will get you pass. If you don't compare you just compare the hash code. You don't compare the word, but the correctness is not good because only judge the hash code equals. It will not. It's not make sure those kind of string match exactly, right? Because there is a hash collision. So the correct way for us is that we still use the box Z box Z algorithm to do the string matching, right? So for this one, we have the pattern, right? Append to this. Actually, this is we will say we have another array, right, which is composed from this, right? For example, and if this 2, 8, 7, right, that is increase. Increase, we put that 2, decrease, put as 0, right, and equals to B1. So we compose a trend array, which is one length smaller than this, right? So we have put the trend here and this pattern here, right? So we do a matching to see how many index is greater than, for example, the length M, and also the Zi greater equal to M, right? So that the counts will be our total results. So let's begin to write code for this. Let's create a trends array first. As we just do the string matching, we can use a string builder to build the string trends, right? Builder equals new string builder. Okay, so let's put the pattern at the beginning, right? So first I put the pattern. So for int in pattern, we'll say we'll have sb append string value of string value of. Let's have this pattern always +1 so that it will get rid of the negative number, right? And also we'll say for int I equals 1, I smaller than nums total length, okay, I plus plus. So let's say if nums I greater than nums I minus 1, right? We'll just have a string builder append these two, okay? And then actually you can define whatever you want, right? Not necessary to, but you make sure have a mapping for the pattern. Else if equals, right, we append 1. If this one equals, we append 1. Else we just append 0, okay? So do the string matching. Matching is that we put this part in front the trends, right? Trends in front of trends. This is we calculated from here, right? So what we do is that we already have the string string we call whatever s equals string builder to string. So we can change this one to a char array, right? Char array equals s to char array, and let's have int n equals array dot length, and have the z box left bound to be 0, right bound to be 0. Let's have m to be the pattern length, right? The pattern length will be pattern dot length. Okay. So what we do is that for int I equals 1, I smaller than n, I plus plus, right? So I say we need to create a z array, right? Int z equals new int n. So I say this zi will be should be positive, right? And also we cannot exceed the right boundary of z box for O1 checkup, right? So that will be max min z I minus left. and also the length will be right minus I plus 1, right? So then we do while loop, right? We do brute force. That if I plus z I smaller than n and array the I equals, because out of the Z box, we never compared before, right? So we have array I plus the I. In this case, we can extend the maintain the Xbox window to a new one, right? So we can have left equals I, right equals I plus zi, right? Now also we can extend zi plus plus, okay? So we need to get the counts, right? Return the counts. So we'll have the result equals to 0. So what we do is that just a string matching, right? If I greater equal to m, and zi also greater equal to m, right? And then we're going to have the result increase by 1, right? And then just return result. This will be the Java code. And not find the symbol pattern, right? Pattern of length. So this is a Java code, and we can also change this one to Python, right? Python should be similar, right? So let's have a string, right? Compose a new string. So we'll have a string at the beginning. It is an empty string. So for P in pattern, so we will put the pattern in the first part of the string, right? So we'll have s plus equal to, we need to have this convert to string, right? P plus 1, because this is an integer. And then we'll say for I in range I to length nums, nums. We'll say if nums I greater than nums I minus 1, right? Then we'll append the 2, right? So s plus equal to 2. L if right, if it equals nums I equals nums I minus 1, we append 1, okay? Go to 1, and we'll say else. Sorry, s plus equal to 0, okay? So in this case, we compose, we append the pattern to our target string, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to have n left, right, we can also have m, right? So n will be length s, right? Left will be 0, right will be 0, m will be the pattern length, right? Length, P-A-T-T-E-R-N, okay? And we're going to have a z. We can define z here as well, right? Can we? Well, whatever. We can have z equals 0 multiplied by n. Okay. So we also need a result, right? Calculate our result. At the beginning, this is 0, okay? So what we do is that for loop, right? For I in range from 1 to n. So we'll have zx equals max 0, mean zi minus left, and right minus I plus 1. Okay. And then we'll have while loop to check the one we didn't compare before, right? So while I plus the I smaller than n, and source, right? Source zi equals source I plus zi, right? In this case, we need to maintain the left and right. Left and right equals I, and the right will be I plus zi. And we also need to have the zi increase by 1, right? Plus equal to 1. So so we calculated the z array, right? So if we have a z index I, right? So if we have I greater equal to m and zi greater equal to m, right? Then we'll have result plus equal to 1, right? In the end, we just return result. So this will be the Python code. Range for I already is not associated with not associated with an variable because cannot access local I, and because not associated. So this is a 1, right? This is 1. Sorry. Okay, so this is the Python code.